We are travel.
You feel like you're on top of the world. Actually, you're at the foot of the second highest mountain in Ghana, Mount Gemi. Now, Mount Gemi is a rather special place. It's not as well known as Afajato, but it has a very interesting history. Mount Gemi is where the Ashanti army was defeated by the Eves. And let's remember, the Eves are one of the only tribes that were never defeated by the Ashanti army. Keep that in mind. This mountain is how they managed to defeat the undefeated Ashantis. And of course, at the center of that defeat were the mysterious, brave, cunning, and rather scary people of Amejope. That's another story we're going to learn today. But this mountain represents more than just defeat. It represents refuge. At many times throughout the history of this country, people who were persecuted found refuge on this mountain. We're going to learn all about it. But it's a story that I could never tell as well as the people of Amejope. So come with me. Let's discover the legend of Mount Gemi. But Assembly, it seems you are taking us on a detour. Where are we going?
Yes, we're going to a sacred forest and a hiding place, cave.
Okay.
Where our ancestors hide their children, their wives, and their ammunition.
Oh.
They were using to fight their enemies.
I see.
There was one woman of our chief. She had male children, but a female one who was warrior-like. And in fact, when the issues were becoming tougher, the enemies were pursuing them.
The Ashantis?
Ashantis were pursuing them. They had to go traditional and local. And this woman, who became the queen mother of Afatime, the title is Asantiswe.
Asantiswe? What does it mean?
The little Ashanti. Because we conquered the Ashanti.
Right.
So someone who is a lady that is being compared with the Ashanti authority. So they said Asantiswe. When they say swear, they say small.
Okay.
Asante. So she came forward, supplied the gunpowder, and when they were firing and the people were not being defeated, he went and used his pad.
A what?
Pad. His traditional red pad from her body. And then they use it in a gunpowder.
Wow.
When they shot, because the Ashantis were also using their medicines to fortify their teeth. So our people, they were not hitting their target when they used the red pad. And for us, the red pad has certain authority in that the women, when they pass their menstruation, use the red pad to soak the blood. So traditionally, when you are using that red pad, there are places you can't go.
Yeah.
Anything that is being fortified spiritually, put the red pad on it, it neutralizes it.
Oh.
So when they saw that they were fortifying their teeth, they removed the red pad, then they used the gunpowder, gave a shot, and the spiritual protection of the Asante could not hold any longer.
I see.
It was conquered. So we get into the sacred forest where they were hiding their women, their food, their meetings, and all other people that matter to them that they wanted to protect.
So this female warrior was called Asante what?
Asante Swe.
Asante Swe.
That became the title of our queen mother.
Ah.
So the Wakime queen mother is Asante Swe.
I see.
That is the title originally. So when it comes to Amejope, the title of our queen mother is Asante Swe.
Got it.
So you can see that this is a hidden place. It looks like a forest, very hidden. You wouldn't know that there is a place like this in the mountains. So nowadays people are using it for prayer. To come and hide here and fast and pray. So we get closer to the stone.
Hey, there's more. Okay. Oh.
So they were preparing their food, their meals, and during the rainy season, water drips from here. So they'll be fetching water around this area.
Purified by the stone.
So they come to hide their children, the elderly, the sick, away from the enemy. So they use the cave at the top there where they hide their ammunition.
Oh.
The gunpowder and the other ammunition that we were using. That is at the top.
To protect it from the rain and also to hide it in case someone finds them.
Really, that's it. So this is one of our hiding places. And it's more like a sacred place to us. And today, a lot of people visit here for purposes of prayer. Come and hide here to pray. Because we thought the place is conducive. And when they come here, nobody hears of them. We also have soldiers who come to do their rappelling.
Oh, practice climbing mountains over here. Wow.
Where they use for their rappelling.
Huh.
So from the cross, we climb here, get to the cross, or descend to this place. So the officers, those who are pursuing officers' course,
They come and do that. Huh. Ah. Yeah, well, these are all reasons why we have such fear and respect for soldiers. Can you climb down that? Minus me.
you need to get the history. So when you visit Amejope anytime, you need to get the history and all this untold stories. Yes, that we want to show the world. People come not only for tourism, they should come for our rich culture, history, and we'll be ready to offer it anytime, anywhere.
We are Darwin.
Wow, we're finally at the summit of Mount Gemi, the second highest point in Ghana. Everything looks beautiful from here. Assembly, tell us a little bit about this cross up here.
So we had the German missionaries, and the Germans once colonized us. So they brought the Bible to us. And when in the 1889, that's when the church started here. When they were going to observe their 50th anniversary of bringing the mission work to Amejope, they decided that they want to erect a monument for that purpose, and they liaised with the traditional authorities to use the mountain and erect their monument. So they came and erected an 8 feet long tall cross as a monument to mark their 50th anniversary of bringing the Bible, the Word of God.
Which year was this? When did they mount this?
1889.
So this thing has been here for over 100 years?
Yes. They're almost about 130 years now.
Wow.
So that was the cross. They were using the cross for other purposes, which our people never knew about.
Like what?
Communication gadget in it. Not knowing they were using it as a form of signal to their bases or the zones where they operate, like in Togo and the other parts where they are located. So they come up here and then use their communication gadgets to communicate to their other areas. So we thought it was only a cross, but they were using it for other purposes.
Now, how did you find out about that?
Yes, when the GBC came to erect their pole up there, the Vodafone and Co wanted to come, they were having challenges with the signals, the transmission. It's then that they detected that there is a pole here which is distracting their signals. So they came and disconnected it.
I see.
To commence their operations.
Interesting. Well, I mean, you learn something new every day. But of course, this peak is more special because of the story of the historic defeat of the Ashantis, which happened from here. Assembly. So tell us what happened. Tell us about this battle.
Yes, like you can see, this is the valley in which the Ashantis were defeated. Our people have blocked all strategic areas that are accessible to the mountain.
Right.
They tried to penetrate but couldn't have access. The only way they have is the steep area that they thought was free for them. So they moved to the direction of the steep area, and that is how our people trapped them. So just like you can see beneath, they were just in the valley pursuing our people. So our people were standing here.
Right.
So they thought, yes, here they are. Let's rush on them.
So they tried to climb this thing?
Yes. So once they get closer, our people started rolling stones.
Big rocks.
Big rocks on them. So they started rolling them, the stones, the rocks on them. And then in those days too, the place was very foggy. So sometimes they cannot even see the stone. They can only see the stone hit them. And so the majority were crushed. Then our people rushed on them.
Wow.
They were carrying a chief in a palanquin. Before, I was the chief. They were carrying in the palanquin. The time of war. So our people went, captured them, and captured the chief. When they got him, they didn't spare him. And as we speak today, when you get to some communities of our Abatime, they have some of his parts as relics on their drums. They have the skull and the jaws at Bajeme they use for the trumpet. So when their chief is moving out, he takes that trumpet. When you get to Biakpa, they have the bones of the arms and the legs on some of their drums. At Amijope here, he was having a towel and a palanquin. So our chief was the leader of the Abatime. They call him Abati. So he was given the palanquin and the towel that chief was using, whilst other communities share
the body parts.
Of their chief that was captured.
That is amazing.
Palanquin.
So this is it. This is where the Ashanti army was stopped.
Yeah. So that is it. So between this mountain and the other mountain, so we call this mountain Gemi. Then we call Gemitigo. So it's like the male and that's the female.
So they were trapped between the male and the female. And they were killed.
So it's like we have Biakpa. They moved from that area to come. We have Bajeme here. They also moved from the side here, come. We also moved this way and we locked them at the middle. So we have Fume there. That's another Abatime community. And back there is Jokwe, another Abatime community. So they moved and we trapped them at the center and finally conquered them in that manner.
Amazing. And at the center of all this, the mastermind was the great people of Amejope.
Yes. He was the leader for Imabati.
You know, we hear rags to riches stories. And I think the people of Amejope, they are the tribal version of a rags to riches story. A people who walked under a black stool, could never find a place to call their own. And with all the odds against them and nothing in their favor, they used just their brains to acquire the highest point in the whole land. And from there, they built their own legend as the defeaters of the mighty Asante Kingdom. Oh, and that was after they had already defeated a tribe of giants. What has your tribe done?
Do 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 do. Asante do do, Akwamu do do. Asante do do, Akwamu do do, do do mbra. Omani grow, omani grow, omani grow, yeah 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 yeah. Omani grow, omani grow, omani grow, omani grow, yeah 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 yeah. Wara to miambra manimbra, wara to miambra manimbra. Yeah, Asante do do, do do mbra. Asante do do, Akwamu do do. Asante do do, Akwamu do do, do do mbra. Omani grow, omani grow, omani grow, yeah 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 yeah. Yeah, omani grow, omani grow, omani grow, yeah 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 yeah. Yeah, wara to miambra manimbra, wara to miambra manimbra. Yeah, Asante do do, do do mbra. Asante do do, Akwamu do do. Asante do do, Akwamu do do, do do mbra.
We are tribal.